most awarded in Cleveland. News 5 at 6 starts now.
Mother Nature's fury turns deadly.
It sounds like a freight train coming through our front room.
It's a noise you'll never forget.
Oh my God. Devastating storms tear across Ohio, spawning destructive and deadly tornadoes along the way.
The weather is just unpredictable anymore.
It's pure devastation. I have never seen anything like this in my entire life.
We're just blessed to be alive.
Now communities are left to pick up the pieces and mourn the lives lost.
This is going to be a long-term recovery here.
We'll just all have to go one day at a time.
It was a terrifying night for people all across the state as those tornadoes destroyed homes, towns, claimed lives. At least a half dozen tornadoes have now been confirmed. 3 people were killed in Logan County in west central Ohio. We do have crews all across the state as the recovery now begins. Anchor Tessa DiTiro is in Logan County showing us the devastation and the cleanup. Meteorologist Mark Johnson, reporter Bob Jones in Richland County. A tornado did damage there as well. We start with Chief Meteorologist Mark Johnson, who was on air for hours last night, keeping everybody aware, keeping everybody safe. Mark.
I mean, literally picking up the pieces out here in Richland County. If you look all around the yard, it's what I call shrapnel, Rob. This is Richland County, West Street, the home of the Beverages. This is Jenny and Keith's home with their 2 daughters, and they were in the basement last night at about 7:30 when this EF2 tornado came rolling on through. Luckily, no one injured here, but I'm gonna step back and let you take a look at the roof. Totally, well, half of it removed, and now crews have been out here all day long working on just shoring it up with some plastic and some fir strips to keep any additional weather, any additional rain or sleet or snow that does fall over the next few weeks from reaching inside. Again, this house is not habitable right now. I'll show you over here. There's several large pine trees, a good 50 to 60 feet tall, just totally shredded and obliterated. And somewhere in there, there's a camper. I mean, the camper was picked up from over on that side and totally moved over here and just torn apart. And one more thing, the most impressive part, of course, you have things hanging in the trees like it's Christmas. This is a 6,100-pound Chevy Traverse, and Mother Nature, the tornado, just picked it up and treated it like a matchbox car, rolled it over and left it right here. Not drivable anymore. 3 out of the 4 vehicles owned by the Beverage family were damaged here. Again, I stress, no injuries. Everybody's fine, and the community has come on out, and they're rallying around this family. They're rallying around the several neighbors along this street that were impacted by this EF2 tornado. It was on the ground for 20 minutes, 10 miles long, 250 yards wide, a lot of damage here. We'll have more coming up. Send it back to the studio.
Yeah, it is one thing to talk about. It's another thing to have Mark Johnson on the ground showing it to us. Mark, thank you. See Mark again in just a bit. Meanwhile, the cleanup well underway in Richland County. News 5's Bob Jones also there live with a look at all that damage. Bob.
Well, Rob, we are in front of the Stumbo family home, and you can see some of the damage that this EF2 tornado caused just to this home. Some siding was ripped off of the home. A couple of windows were blown out, and as we walk to the back of the home, you'll be able to see some more damage. There was a tree that was uprooted, totally knocked over in their backyard. There was a privacy fence right about here. It's gone. It blew away. Nobody knows where it is. Back over that way, you can see giant pieces of metal, twisted metal in that field. That actually came from across the street from the Beverage family home where Mark Johnson is reporting. And I spoke to Mrs. Beverage earlier today. She told me about the terrifying moments when she went into the basement with her husband, Keith, and their 2 young daughters to protect themselves from that tornado.
We was only down there 5 minutes and our ears started popping and we could hear things start to come crashing down, and the girls got down on the floor and they covered up with a blanket, and then we got on top of them and covered up, shielded them, and until it was over with.
And here's another example of some of the damage that we're seeing out here, just this big piece of metal. And we've seen a lot of this throughout Richland County today. A lot of this was flying around throughout the county last night when this tornado went through town. And when I talked to the EMA director earlier today, she said that's one of the reasons why they feel so fortunate that nobody was injured, seriously injured in the county because of all of that damage, destruction that was going on. Again, as Mark pointed out, the Beveridge family having a lot of help across the street, but they're doing okay. The Stumbo family right over here, they're also doing okay. Everybody is recovering from a scary night, and they also do have insurance. Back to you, Rob.
Scary indeed. Bob, thanks for your report. Please give the families our best. The tornado in Richland County first touched down in Crawford County. Take a look at the damage it left there. Buildings torn apart, splintered, flattened, trees uprooted, debris scattered just about everywhere. While cleanup's underway right now in at least 6 Ohio counties after last night's tornado outbreak, Logan County the hardest hit. 3 people killed. Towns were torn up. News 5 anchor Tessa DiTiro spent the day there just as the cleanup was getting started.
I'm on Orchard Island in Logan County, Ohio. A boat used to sit here. Now it's flipped up behind me. These docks totally destroyed. Another pontoon boat. Nobody knows whose it is, and everybody around here knows each other. This is an escape for people who come here. It's a beautiful spot to boat, to vacation in the summer. People are picking up the pieces now, devastated in what they're finding.
Trailer, the wind picked it up and turned it and set it in the middle of the road.
Pontoon boats flipped up and out of the water. Docks and decks destroyed near Stay-A-Day Marina on Orchard Island.
I'll get through it. Yep. Yep. It'll be happy again. It's just overwhelming. Very overwhelming. I'm just glad we're all okay.
Just down the road in Lakeview, the Star Home Mobile Homes Park is also turned upside down.
One right across the road there that's flipped. That was actually my brother-in-law, and he actually had to be cut out with a chainsaw last night.
Grace of God. Teresa Rossler returned to her home to rescue her dogs.
We didn't have renter's insurance. I just lost my car insurance the night before. Yeah, but we'll figure it out.
Not as good as it once was, but it's the greatest it'll ever be.
An American flag proudly displayed while families salvage what they can.
Battered and torn, we're still here.
Whitney Wilson is emotional.
I'm so thankful my brother's kids wasn't here with her though.
Thinking about her mother hiding in her shower that is now atop a pile of debris outside the home.
Just something in my gut just told me to come down here and grab her.
Down the street in Russell's Point, Thomas Mosgrove feels like he's one of the lucky ones, able to return to his home. He's rebuilding a fence outside for his beloved St. Bernards.
Said they didn't let us leave Honda until, I want to say, I probably got home maybe about 11.
I wouldn't say a freight train, no. I'd say a tornado sounds like a tornado. It's a distinct sound and you'll never forget it.
This is the vacation home of a family from Columbus who has been coming to Orchard Island for years. This is their sunroom. Now the roof blown off, a place they used to spend many peaceful days. They don't know if they'll ever be back. In Logan County, Ohio, Tessa DiTiro, News 5.
You heard that, gentleman, battered and torn, but they are still there. Governor Mike DeWine toured the devastation in Logan County just a few hours ago, thanking first responders, the volunteers, all the neighbors, helping neighbors for everything they're doing.
I'm always amazed at the resilience of the people of the state of Ohio. I had the chance to talk to some people who have lost their house or lost part of their house or who had been in some way impacted. And to see their spirit and their resilience and their toughness, how strong they are, it's just absolutely amazing.
Sure is. We've learned the sheriff's deputies from Stark County have been dispatched down to Logan County to help with search and rescue there. The cleanup from this tornado outbreak that devastated the Midwest just getting started. You can count on News 5 to be there as these communities recover and these communities rebuild.